Picture this, a high-profile Vietnamese real estate tycoon sentenced to death. Yes, you heard that correctly. It's a case worth billions of dollars, sending shockwaves through the corridors of power and shaking the very foundations of the business world.
In the past few minutes, a court in Vietnam has sentenced a wealthy property developer to death for defrauding a bank of billions of dollars.
But in a modern era where the richest seem untouchable, what really happened to this billionaire Vietnamese lady? Truong My Lan was born in 1956 into the heart of Saigon City. Lan's journey began alongside her mother, a spirited Chinese entrepreneur. Together, they embarked on a humble venture, selling cosmetics in the lively lanes of the city. But Lan's story was destined for more than just market stalls and bustling crowds. In 1992, as Vietnam embraced the winds of change, Lan seized the opportunity to shape her own destiny. Helped by his mother, she started his own business, Thinh Phat. It began as a small restaurant and later evolved into a hotel business. After that, Lan wanted to take things to another level, so the company expanded into the real estate business. Today, the company is associated with some of Ho Chi Minh's most valuable downtown properties, including the glittering 39-story Times Square Saigon, the 5-star Windsor Plaza Hotel, the 37-story Capitol Place office building, and the 5-star Sherwood Residence Hotel where Lan used to live. But in 2022, she was accused of illegally controlling Saigon Commercial Bank, using the bank as her cash cow from 2012 to 2022, and using thousands of ghost companies in Vietnam and abroad to secure more than 2,500 loans for herself and her accomplices. Normally, it is illegal for any individual to own more than 5% of banking institutions in Vietnam. Although Lan didn't directly hold executive power at the bank, she had significant control, owning 91.5% of the bank's shares through third parties and ghost companies. Prosecutors said that over a decade, Lan misappropriated $12.5 billion, approximately 3% of Vietnam's 2022 GDP. Additionally, prosecutors added that the estimated damage caused to the bank by the scam amounted to much more, about $27 billion. And now she has been sentenced to death. The death penalty is not unheard of in Vietnam, but it is primarily handed out in cases involving drug trafficking or murder, not corruption, and it is very rare for a female. But the question is, why did it take the whole decade to uncover all of this? The truth is, she had strong allies and made offers to government officials that were too huge to refuse. For instance, she bribed a governor of the former Central Bank of Vietnam with around $5.2 million, violating banking regulations, among various other officials. As a result, Do Thinh Phat, the former head of the central bank's inspection team, was sentenced to life in prison, and Lan's family members were also implicated. Lan's husband, Eric Chu, was given a 9-year prison sentence on Thursday for aiding his wife, while her niece, Truong My Lan, was sentenced to 17 years. Stealing 3% of a country's GDP without anyone noticing is absolutely crazy. It seems impossible.
I'm sure the officials knew about that, but they just pretended to look the other way.
Currently, Vietnam is undergoing changes. In 2013, the country initiated a campaign called the Blazing Furnace Anti-Graft Campaign, led by Communist Party General Secretary Nguyen Phu Trong, the country's most powerful politician. Just weeks after Lan's trial started in early March, former President Vo Van Thuong resigned after being implicated in this anti-graft campaign. The 79-year-old ideologue views corruption as a grave threat facing the party and has vowed that the campaign will be a blazing furnace where no one is untouchable. Lan's arrest and the magnitude of her fraudulent activities have sent shockwaves around the globe. Yet amidst this spectacle, a crucial question looms. Can world countries effectively prevent other banks or businesses from succumbing to similar deceitful practices? The unsettling truth emerges when considering the possibility that Lan might have bribed the wrong individuals or perhaps incurred the wrath of high-ranking officials. In a world where the impunity of the truly guilty oligarchs seems unshakable, the prospect of genuine accountability appears increasingly elusive. As we grapple with these unsettling realities, it's vital to build stronger safeguards against corruption and uphold justice.